Susan Dawson so deserves to win this award. One, she's just a fabulous leader and has really taken strides to bring their community together around education and strengthen our education pipelines by believing in the people that we serve.
Her commitment to changing the lives of young people is just, it's contagious.
She was one of those pioneers early on that recognized that we couldn't keep doing this work in a silo, that we had to come together to figure out what it is that we were trying to achieve and then plan for how to achieve it.
She is always able to really bring folks to a table, and not only that, be able to really get things done and move people from thinking and considering, okay, how are we going to do this and how can we do this together, and moving them to action absolutely immediately.
After she left the private sector, she had been a chair of the Chamber of Commerce, really well known within the kind of classic business community here in Austin. And she set a goal, and she rallied people around the vision. And everybody who knows Susan knows that when she sets her mind to something, she's going to figure out a way to convince you to do it.
Susan, her enthusiasm about the numbers, she always has one slide of interest that has a fact, stuff you should know, stuff you need to pay attention to, which is a part of her style. That has been very effective.
I think that the data has to drive the work, and she's always been so good at reminding the larger group that the data we have to lead with the data, that the data has to determine how we make decisions.
Few people realize is that she also has a creative side, and so before one of the E3 fundraisers, I noticed her boots. I said, Susan, what are those boots that you have on? Because they were black and like flaming yellow. And she pulls them up, and there is E3 emblazoned on her boots, which just further solidified how committed Susan is to E3. I think she might have more than one pair now. But she's even got them on her cowboy boots.
In building cross-sector Cradle-to-Career partnerships, it's been crucial to get different players, not necessarily the same folks in education, on board.
We had the data that showed that flu is one of the major contributors to extended periods of absences for our young students in particular. And so she initiated with the health sector here in Central Texas a conversation about how can we make sure that the flu vaccine is available to all of our students. And it was determined that the best thing to do was to bring it to the schools.
The attendance campaign that she and her team launched, and saving over, I think the count is just shy of $40 million for the region in terms of being able to work with local school districts and getting their attendance rates up so they can continue to gain the revenue they're owed from the state to serve students. And that's a huge feat.
Yeah, I think most recently Susan has convened a series of conversations about improving the college enrollment rates, and she's had parents and students, community members, some who may have very little sector knowledge beyond their own experience, and just ask for their feedback, guidance, and advice. And it's a huge amount of work. The payoffs can be difficult sometimes, but she wanted to hear directly from people whose lives she's trying to help improve about how they view the world.
She exemplifies that persistence, that drivenness. She's always open and honest. No one will ever say she holds anything back. And you can also see that really big heart that's a part of her, and that helps her through some of the hard times. This data is hard. We don't always see the outcomes we want for all our students, and it's something that we wait for. It's something that we are looking for, and Susan's not waiting. She's driving right on through, and these changes are going to happen. And it's inspiring.